Chatty Dad 1 here with you today. Alright, let's check this out. This is the latest picture of Comet Ison that they got. Look at that. Look at that thing blazing. I'm going to put this link below. But anyway, look how bright everything is. And I want to show you, I think this thing is really a spaceship. Or possibly a UFO, or who knows what it is. Okay, because we're going to go darker in here on it. Let's invert it and see what it looks like. Let's go darker with it. And I'm going to show you. Let's go back to this. Darker. Still looking like a comet. Darker. Still a comet. Still a comet. Let's go darker still. Okay, now you can see it start to change shape a little bit. Darker still. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. What have we here? Is this a comet? Let's go darker still. Go one more shade of gray. Bam. There's your spaceship, Starship, whatever you want to call it. Isn't that a trip? Let's see what it looks like inverted. And I'll put this link for you below so you guys can go in here and check it out. Wow. I mean, look at that. It's perfectly symmetrical, just about. I mean, that's really, really symmetrical. Let's go darker still with it. Man, look at that. And you can see, looks like a streak of light. And here's the main. I don't know. You guys, what do you guys think? It looks like a spaceship to me. And it's, you know, going this way. Maybe it's cloaked and we can see the engines. Or I don't know, maybe this is just the way it looks, but this is not a comet. Not from what I not from what I can see. This dang sure don't look like a comet. There's even darker still. Let's invert that. Check it out. That is super cool. But yeah, you guys think that's a comet? Or a spaceship? Spaceship or comet? You choose. You be the judge. Let's go one more shade darker even. Look at that. Boy, I bet they are just going nuts with this thing. I bet they don't know what in the world to make of this. But this isn't how they wanted us to see it. Nope, this ain't how they wanted us to see it. Let's look at Mr. Comet again. Still a spaceship. There, it's starting to look like a weird looking, maybe a comet. Go lighter again. Alright, there we have our nice bright comet. There she blows. There she blows, cupping. Let's lighten it up one more time for the kitties. Maybe we can make it look more, you know, more like a comet. Please. My son's playing a video game. He's going nuts in there. Come on, are you going to brighten it up any more for me? I guess not. But anyway, there's your Comet Ison. Isn't that something else? But it is really a spaceship in disguise. Dang sure no, they don't want us to see this. You kidding me? They know that if we seen it like this, people would go, what in the world? What in the world is that? 'Cause that ain't no comet. If it is, it ain't like one I've ever seen. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. Share this with everybody. This is pretty cool, I think. I'll put the link down below so you guys can play with it. This is Chatty Dad 1. Never give up your guns. Your rights go right along with them. And, you know, I think we're missing something. I think there's something going down with this whole thing with Egypt. The internet going down. I couldn't pull up any weather maps last night at all. I think there's some stuff going down that we don't know about. That they're moving. They're moving their pieces in position. Hope everybody's well. God bless. Have a great day. This is Chatty Dad 1. Buy all the ammo you can, if, where, when, and how you can. God bless. Good luck to us all. Over and out.
Live, this is One for the Record. I'm Diana, and today is August 20th, 2013, and here are your news updates for today. Let's go into the watchers watching the world. Underwater eruption of Mount Hobal, Iruing volcano, Indonesia. White Islands volcano erupts, sends plume of steam 4 kilometers above sea level. That's in New Zealand. Manila on red alert, submerged by floodwaters as tropical storm Trami makes a U-turn towards Taiwan. Sun-grazing comet visible on Soho Lascaux C3. Imagery today. Deep-sea oil drilling raises concern as experts predict another big jolt in the next 7 days. Massive eruption at Sakurajima volcano spewed highest volcanic column in recorded history. Wow, let's see how high. Let's see how high that is. Just one moment. Wow, I can't see it. Oh, the phone's away from me. I can't get to that. Let's see here. Moving on. Let's go into the Extinction Protocol 2012 and beyond. U.S. grapples with rise in serious infections as tick populations explode. Also, it also talks about the New Zealand White Island volcano emits 2 kilometer steam eruption. Record rainfall, more than 60% of Philippine capital underwater. Russia's Far East hit by the worst floods in 120 years. Wow. Okay, let's move on from that. Any news? No, wait, let's go into the breakingnews.com. There's more flooding and fires and things. Update. 1,500 homes remain on mandatory evacuation due to Idaho's Beaver Creek fire. 5,850 homes are under pre-evacuation orders. That's coming out of Blaine County. Al Jazeera demands release of 2 journalists detained in Cairo over the past month. I think Al Jazeera is launched today. Now it's going to be on your mainstream cable, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Al Jazeera is going to be launched today, so you can watch Al Jazeera. on like, I believe it's Time Warner and all the other regular cable channels. Alrighty then, let's see what else is going on. New 30-acre wildfire reported on Manitosh Ridge in Washington State. WADNR fire. Update. Eagle fire burning in Chelan County, Washington, gross to 250 acres. Coming out of King 5, Seattle. This is 24 minutes ago. Anything else? Update. More than 23,000 evacuated as Russia battles record floods. No fatalities reported, officials say. This coming out of AFP. Alright, let's move on to the E&E news, energy news. Funny thing that Dr. Deagle said that I liked. He said that since all the YouTuber, the alternative medias have been reporting on Fukushima, he says now that the mainstream media starts reporting on it, that's a type of plagiarism. So keep that in mind. If they're not quoting where it was first reported, I believe that is some kind of plagiarism going on now that he mentioned it. So that all the alternative media has been reporting on it, so when the mainstream media starts reporting on it, they better cite everybody that has reported on it already. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, mainstream media, with that one. Alright, moving on. E&E news, energy news. Alrighty then. We'll go into Fukushima, Japan, but that does make sense. He says, let the plagiarism begin. That's what Dr. Deagle said, because everyone else in alternative news has been reporting on it. So I guess the mainstream media is going to have to cite some of our YouTube channels, aren't they? In retrieving the information. Alrighty then. Japan Times. Land under Fukushima reactor buildings at risk of turning into liquid. See, remember I said liquefaction? Air in the sea could become like mud. Also today, Fukushima governor. This is a national emergency. Massive radioactive leak causes top officials to hold emergency meeting. TEPCO. Leakage believed to be continuing Tuesday. So it's another leak of some kind. Growing alarm. 25 trillion becquerels of Fukushima radioactive material leaks into ground. Kyoto News Advisory. Exact source of extreme contamination unknown. Tank missing 300,000 liters. Alrighty then. Yesterday, officials, nuclear fuel material or the like leaked during today's level 1 event near Unit 4 at Fukushima plant. We will explain this incident in the press conference. Okay. NHK, level 1 nuclear incident today at Fukushima plant. Extreme high radiation levels found leaking near Unit 4. Also yesterday, radio. Fukushima may be eclipsing Chernobyl as worst nuclear disaster in history. It's like a time bomb. They really need to seal off underground. Okay. Sounds like Michio Kaku said that. See, it's all... They're repeating what everyone said from the gate when it started. Michio Kaku said it's like a ticking time bomb, remember? See, these people are plagiarizing now. But this has already been reported on a long time ago. And it's cumulative. It's not going to get less. It's going to accumulate, and it's going to keep getting worse and worse. Alright. And when they come out with saying, which they have, it's been doing it the whole time from the gate when the accident started. When the devastation started. And they didn't report on it. People aren't... They're not that much of a fluoride head. They're going to realize that you guys held back on all the... Mainstream held back on all the information for some reason. Let a lot of people get contaminated and sick. Alright? Alrighty then. Today, study shows Fukushima nuclear pollution becoming more concentrated as it approaches U.S. west coast. Plume crosses ocean in a nearly straight line towards North America. Appears to stay together with little dispersion. Oh, I'm going to show that later today. Alright. Canadian official publicity claims no concern over new Fukushima leak info, yet privately requests tests on salmon due to great public concern about potential radiation contamination in these fish. Yesterday, biologists, Pacific herring in Canada bleeding from eyeballs, faces, fins, tails. I've never seen fish looking this bad. All 100 examined were bloody. Okay, that's it. You can't eat anything from the Pacific now. The herring, anything. Officials informed of hemorrhaging soon after 3/11. Government ignoring problem. And if I could show the picture, I will. We might do that another time. Alrighty then. Well, it is 2 days down, 3 to go before the weekend. Take care, be safe for anything, get a Geiger counter, and play some music. And make sure you start testing all your food. I totally would stay away from seafood now, unless you know exactly where it's from and you have a Geiger counter. Alright, then take care, and I'll see you again on the flip side.
spaceship or comet? You choose. You be the judge. Let's go one more shade darker even. Look at that. Boy, I bet they are just going nuts with this thing. I bet they don't know what in the world to make of this. But this isn't how they wanted us to see it. Nope, this ain't how they wanted us to see it. Let's look at Mr. Comet again. Still a spaceship. There, it's starting to look like a weird looking, maybe a comet. Go lighter again.